I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. Not afraid to die for my country. This is not a game. No, not a game. And you can't keep me silent and hush me. This is not okay. No, not okay. Look around, there's violence erupting. This is bound to break. Oh, bound to break. Shame what they done to my country. The days passing under the sun. We wait as the government wants the ultimate sign of advance. Now bows head to a Russian command, subject of wrath. My father denied when they offered him another one's land. He'd rather be broken honest and take a munch from the hand that fed me till I was old enough to run with my chant through the springs that I call home. Oh, to touch him again. I lost too much. The price of it costs too much. Oh, I can see my brother in stars. Thought too tough. Scars that I carry make talking about it too rough. We found Judas kissing cheeks that are now Tucson. Cause ain't a food truck in Cuba for family to lunch. Damage too much. Trash collecting and passing school bus. Continues a tradition of which I saw the beginning. I was only 15, but thank God I was built different. I was not afraid. No, not afraid. Not afraid to die for my country. This is not a game. No, not a game. And you can't keep me silent or hush me. This is not okay. No, not okay. Look around, there's violence erupting. This is bound to break. Bound to break. How could you possibly see it? 16-year-old girl now face charge of the treason. The harshest to reason, when really all she wanted was freedom for her father, who was targeted early, marked as a heathen against this new religion. New edition of whatever they tried to overthrow. Guess it's just tighten the shoes that fit them. But I couldn't ride with a crew that hisses. And I was soon died in improved position. At 15 I already knew I'd be left in a hole. But I damn sure wouldn't see my dad arrested alone. Where he go, I go, I follow him to hell, to gold. Never could fold to the devil, I'll never be sold. But oh, why does have to happen to my island? Why does have to happen to my island? The land I used to dance in, now I'm fighting. But there's no time for crying. I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. Not afraid to die for my country. This is not a game. No, not a game. And you can't keep me silent or hush me. This is not okay. No, not okay. Look around, there's violence erupting. This is bound to break. Bound to break. This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot. This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot have. FIFO city, I go where my pops go. I'm no kiddie, my show, if I talk slow, I know the risk high low. It's survival rate, but I play high stakes with my eyes closed. Really die moments on the city found. Hoping opposition got nothing on us, hit the ground. Hopeless communism foul, so we gotta kill it out. Spoken Emelina, got him asking how old is. Age ain't nothing but a city count. History was showing many kids made a difference, man, I'm really about smoke. We gon' divvy out, hoping I ain't sitting out. Nope, not a minute, stoke the fire till this kiddo now growing. Till it reach a whole island, even if across ocean. I'll be damned if I sit aside and see my land stolen. I ain't scared, cause my life worth 50 times more than being silent in the face of these vultures. This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot. This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot have. Fight for the youth who they targeting through education. The truth isn't taught in our schools. And the men who refuse to adopt all the views of the system. I kill 7 shots without proof of a crime they committed. Only thoughts that they viewed them as toxic and drop every charges on you. Well, if Cuba better off with communist rules, why you scared what our thoughts gonna do? This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot. This is my land, this is my city, and this is my flag. These are my people, man, this is my clan. We will not give it up to you, no, you cannot, you cannot, you cannot have. Story of Emelina. 59, a country collapsed, front to the back, under attack. Time to put our guns under wraps. speak our mind 100%, we hunted for that. Bucking the trap, eyes wide as the government's map, depicting ownership of land, split the mortgage in half. One for each brother, though the lease that no one could have. Promise free lunch, but underneath the socialist tab is building up, and how will we reset? We'll hope to get back. My daddy saw this coming, a barber and pharmacy. My pops was cunning, talk was buzzing, uneasiness started increasing. Cops was gunning, hard to stomach. Thought of us fleeing country, now the subject all or nothing. Decided that freedom worth the cost and come when started hustling. Planning operations, hopper obligation. Take the whole thing out in a day if we had proper training. Pops was patient, slowly got group increased throughout the nation. From Pinar to Havana, we planted bases, hard to trace us. Always a rat, eating cheese from the trap. Breaching the camp, our government had each of us tapped. Peep how we trap, cameras clicking, they means to entrap. Our position slowly compromised by thieves in our lap. Start the arrest, we hear word that we next. My pops a captain, if they find out they gon' put him to death. I had to act quick, I'm racing. I see 4 Jeeps pacing toward my address. I'm stressed cause we their next destination. Had to beat them to the crib, find the documents depicting Pop's involvement. Search the house but he ain't told me where they hid. Checking file cabinets, under mattress, the time passing. Each second closer to seeing his death from the rifle clapping. Had to speed up, but damn I see my mama just ended. She doesn't know a thing, secret that was meant to protect her. Gotta be discreet, if she knew her teenage daughter was involved, surely she would freak. I gotta do this silent as can be. Finally I found him after quietly searching. All incriminated papers, struck a match and I burned him. As I waited the thought occurred, how many men did I save? Evidence of their names gone, forever in flames. Scoop the trash, can't leave trace for these rats, the ash buried. Ran back to the house before I could relax. There was my pops, we both knew our destiny was upon us. Next the police entered aggressively, guns drawn up. Pointed at my dad, told him sit down. I'm shaking in my heels, but I can't show my fear to these savages now. Stiff now, my dog rushes to them, the sound of his growl influences them to threaten to shoot him. What kind of sick cow could hurt an innocent animal? I learned to answer after in they care. I saw atrocities you surely never imagined human beings were capable of, but these weren't human. Vultures dressed in green, feasting on Cubans. My dad looks at me and tells me bring him water to drink. The guard interrupts with nah, leave that girl where she sits. My dad tells him she's just a girl, what kind of threat could she be? The guard says she clearly old enough to meddle in these degenerate deeds. My pops tell him to settle this please. Call your dogs off man to man, I tell him to ease. The guards laugh and take us both to the jeeps. I ask if I could change my shoes, knowing where I'm going ain't no place for heels. That's when the guard to my right with the harshest tone replies, no worry girl, you gon' be our model for the night. I was anxious in the car, sat in the back. Rapid was the movement, cause I know we headed straight to Havana. Yo, what happened while I was there, I still struggle to share. Something that changed my life, sucked the color up from my hair. All I can say is that I've seen hell, the depth of it putrid, and I can assure you the devil is Cuban. I find myself in a cell block, climbing hell hot, something smell rot. Bed caught, a metal rails flop, yellow swell marks all over it. Like prior ownership, forgot to clean it. On the floor I sit, I fight emotions, tired hopelessness, but I can't quit watching my people die. I'm 10 toes in this, while other kids playing free outside. I'm enclosed in this, what you would call a dungeon, a torture chamber for the lawless, wicked, vow corrupted. Now the innocent feel its grounds disgusted. I am sick, in comes a guard in my room. He says your name is 691, then drops off my food. The plate is fishy and it looks old, but inside I don't think it's survival, so I took hold, praying the devil don't gain an edible foothold. Waiting patient, a guard tells me to follow him for interrogation, and I'm wary of what awaits me, but my face showing the opposite. I enter in a cross, I sit from a man who asked me of my involvement, but I ain't offering a word to them. Absurd to think they get me to talk. After they took in my props, I turned to him, say my name is Emelina, and I ain't telling you nothing. They threaten me with violence, grab me by my wrist till they cut him. If you don't fess up, we'll make you wish you never had lived. If I were you, I wouldn't mess with us, kid. I was afraid of what that meant, but if I sold out my clan, I'd regret. Still I had no idea what would happen next, yo. The door slams behind me, the guard locks it, a dark optic. I see figures moving, my heart throbbing, heart stop, they moving. I count 5, grabbing, now I'm tied to the bed. They gag my mouth as I try to defend. 5 grown men intend the very harshest of sin. I scream, God, give me the power and strength. I shout as they grin, I hear them laughing, slapping high five, yelling louder, but they keep on cackling. My hope completely vanished. So no matter how many songs you hear me singing in mass, even if I see Cuba return to a livable past, even if God restores us from political wrath, and my father doesn't have to face a municipal blast, I can spend my whole life living the biblical path and be the nicest girl in the world to those who wickedness cast. I can do all these things, yet still my bitterness stands. Because of 5 demons, I'll never get my innocence back. I drowned in the ocean of pain. My innocence was stolen today. Yeah. I drowned in the ocean of pain. Yeah. I wish I could dream again, never will I dream again. I met the devil, an unsettling and bleak event. My skin reeks of sin, pain reverberating deep within. Still believe in God, but my encouragement is weakening. I lost it all in the day I saw it fall. My country, my pops, my family, my walks through my homeland. And now this I'll never give to no man. For the first time, hard to stomach, reality is so bland. I've been to hell and back, I grew up hella fast, 16. But I feel like I've seen so many pass. Years of tears, these days I can't even tell between. Now I steer heavy back, laden with so many hats that depend on my silence for exoneration. We lost a nation, but I'll be damned if we fall in cooperation. Still my pain sits, untamed, my rage shifts. To the day I die, I'll never relent from speaking that pain script. I drowned in the ocean of pain. My innocence was stolen today. Yeah, oh yeah. Trapped in the dungeon, snatched up and hunted like some animals with actual assassins among us, dressed in blue clothes, clothes that they gave the prisoner who actually committed a crime fit in this existence. Understand that I am just a girl, I am just a girl loyal to her father, hopeful for an ordinary world. One day my homeland will be free, and I'll dance on the grounds where they first took it from me. Yeah, in an ocean of pain, my innocence was stolen today. Yeah, I drowned in the ocean of pain. My innocence was stolen today. Yeah, I drowned in the ocean of pain. My innocence was stolen today. Emelina. Las palabras me fallan, no hay idioma que esté apto para explicar tu sufrimiento. Solo que el impacto de tu historia me has cambiado. Para siempre me has inspirado a vivir como si Dios caminara junto a mi lado. Siempre pienso en ti, no es justo el pasado. En nuestra isla todavía hay cuerpos verdes circulando, buscando cuerpos, porque no todo muerto está enterrado. Y no todo el que pide tu ayuda merece un cabo. He llegado al punto de un conocimiento raro en este país lleno de niños bien educados, pero por ignorancia quizás se han olvidado que el socialismo siempre abre paso a los tiranos. Y cuántos años tendremos que cantar que viene llegando. Es mucho el dolor, pero aún más me siento honrado en conocerte. Verdad que has hecho todo por tu gente y tu belleza en tus palabras es evidente. Y aunque te arrancaron el corazón, quedaste pura, cultivando rosa para el mismo que te dio oruga. Con esta canción, Emelina, ante ti me quito el sombrero y te prometo que tu historia la contaré al mundo entero. Emelina, con todo amor y un fuerte abrazo, siempre recuerda que tu historia algunos no lo han olvidado. Te quiero, hasta que nos vemos, hasta que nos vemos. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah. Dedicated to the day ones from day one. Always stay the same from this life is unexpected like a maze run. But faith comes from walking on water that should've ate us. The names of the martyrs not forgotten long as cast about the stage. Front to back I offer history. Doctrine sickening, which took a nation prosperous and autonomous down to misery. Pearl of the Caribbean, trapped inside the oyster guarded solely by its ignorance. Unfortunate predicament, how these twist the script and leave distorted our youth. Ordered by troops, militarized employment to boot. A generation raised on propaganda, exploited abuse. Denied access to information, they controlling the schools, controlling the news. So why you think so many confused? It's math, they convince us 1 + 1 don't equal 2. Cause if the people rose together, there's too much to refuse. But they stay silent, stand in line for their most portion of food. While the government gets fatter from a foreigner's troop. Order for 2, then back home with their stogies and boots. It's those I accuse, their ignorance does more to excuse the government's mistreatment. More concerned with boarding the cruise. What? But let's talk about. Yeah, so let's talk about. But let's talk about what? But let's talk about America, land of the free, unparalleled that somehow communism managed to reach. A carousel of progress now retreating backwards, future tragic and bleak. People claim they woke, but I see people standing asleep. Imagine the Reeds preaching the message Castro would preach. Healthcare and education, but if these would actually peak. The hospitals, they realize that nothing's actually free. The people suffer cause the government has status to keep. See, they control the education, indoctrinate a whole generation. So they grow up never knowing where they came from. And I can't be mad at them in that they whole life they was raised in. But I got a bone to pick with those proposing we embrace it. It's these dudes from my high school who posted crime faces when Fidel died and criticized the older generation. Think they smart cause they college introduced them to Marx. So they play the role of contrarian, no truth in their heart. Today the weak are one too many. They always stay offended, they confetti wouldn't last domino night on 127. I ain't from there, so I don't really have the right to rep them. But between the real it's always copacetic. Call me Reverend, cause I'm praying all them brothers reach the gates of heaven. But I don't think myself above them. See, it's all them I'll break bread with. We need more men among us who live by honor and respect and loyalty. But political tribes make all of us forget this, About to clean this up, Listen, I'm worried about our country, worried that a nation founded on free thought replaces facts with virtue signal statements. See, I'm not on one side, and both I'm seeing hatred. The way we talk, only a civil war could change it. It's sad the youth that fell fast for it, a spell cast toward, and Black Lives Matter, yes. But how do you defend Fidel Castro? Them comments got me bothered. How many of us slaughtered by the systems? I see Bernie Sanders openly applauding. Go tell that to Emelina, tell her how she's wrong and how she's out of touch and her ideas ought to be forgotten. It's the same progressive thought that cancels all who don't respond to social pressure with submission. They just follow, they role models, they choose violence to respond to disagreement. Sound familiar, don't it, Guess they more like Che Guevara than we thought, But I will not get caught up in the circus that they prop. I'll defend Cuba and God, live and die and be forgotten, Shout out to the whole Nunez family, Angel y Emelina, R.I.P. Luis Nunez, and long live a free Cuba.